Welcome back, my name is Carrie and today I'm going to show you a builder bringing more options to the West Coast. I know people like hearing about homes that are being built now, so I think you'll enjoy the quality models from today's sponsor, Champion Homes, a leader in the industry with retailers across the country. There have been a lot of new builders entering the market recently, and the truth is some are further down the road than others. Turns out people want to see something that's available now, and if the company has a track record, even better yet. I've been making prefab home videos on YouTube for over 3 years now, and month after month after month, the area with the highest amount of viewers is California. So I'm excited to show you a company that's already built 200 plus homes in that very state. To sweeten the pot just a bit, I think people will be impressed with their pricing, which usually means more clicks on the like button for the YouTube algorithm. The company I'm talking about is Villa, with their streamlined end-to-end service and big old selection of homes. What I'm going to do is tell you about the company, check out a few of their homes, and get into their pricing. Villa was founded in 2019 and are on a mission to be the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way to build homes. Lofty goals. I like that. How they plan to do that is by building America's next generation home building platform and combining it with their highly scalable new approach to offsite home building. Villa is a frequent customer of Champion, who build the homes I'm going to show you in about a minute out of their manufacturing facility in Woodland, California, and will allow them to scale with faster build times and easy cost estimates. They've currently got a line of homes ranging in size from 440 square feet up to 1,200 square feet with a bunch of options in between. I wasn't more than a couple minutes into my deep dive on Villa when it became clear that they're specializing in accessory dwelling units, and it actually says right on their website that they're currently the largest ADU provider in California and growing rapidly into other housing products and areas. One of the things they're doing that I like is listing the projected build time right on the floor plan, so there isn't guessing how long it's going to take to get a new home. Right now they're showing 10 to 12 months depending on what you're looking at. Within that timeline, they've broken the process down into 6 steps. Step 1 is finding your dream home and getting an instant quote. Step 2 is Villa feasibility study and custom proposal. Step 3 is permitting and pre-construction. Step 4 is authorization to build. Step 5 is manufacturing and site prep. And finally, step 6 is delivery and installation. Out of all the steps in their process, the one that stood out to me was the feasibility study. In this step, they'll assess the property, give a detailed report of the property, present a custom site plan, and discuss financing options. Here's the thing, there's no point in getting too excited about a new home until you know what's available to you, so this is a way to find out more about things like setbacks, easements, and zoning details, so you know what's possible with the property before spending hours researching floor plans that might not even be an option where you're trying to put it. That would be like me looking at the menu for In-N-Out knowing full well I can't get it. I've done it before. Likely do it again. The feasibility study is a handy little service to get some valuable information that will help narrow the search. Let's check out a few of the homes. The first home that I like from Villa and manufactured by Champion is known as the H750. Usually the number associated with the model name indicates the square footage of the home, and that's almost the case here with this model at 747 square feet. They rounded up to keep things simple. I'm not complaining. The H750 is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home with a layout that separates the home into living space and bedrooms. Starting on the exterior of the H750, it has a traditional look with peaked roof and lap siding that I think looks quite charming in its surroundings. They've gone with white siding with white trim, and the biggest statement made on the outside, in my opinion, is the addition of the clear story windows in the roof that will make a noticeable difference on the inside of the 750. There are 2 exterior doors on the H750, but if it was me living in it, the main door on the front is going to be the logical choice and would get used 9 times out of 10, maybe more. Under interior features, it's noted that every model from Villa comes standard with stainless steel appliances, designer fixtures and faucets, energy efficient lighting, central heating, and high efficiency dual pane windows. The way they have this plan set up, the main entrance is into the living space with the kitchen to the left and the living room to the right. The floor plan shows a corner kitchen, but the model shown has a peninsula that wraps around with a raised counter on the outside to give a bit of separation from the living space. It's not the hottest topic, but occasionally I do get comments that people don't like it when guests can look directly into the kitchen, and this would be a way to create a bit of a barrier without completely closing off the space. I like the look of the black knobs, handles, and faucets against the white cabinets, probably because that's what I've got in my own house. The other item I want to point out is the sink. I stayed at my friend Biff's house a couple weekends ago, and their sink was a similar size. Tell you what, it's a nice feature. That's a lot of space to use as long as you don't just stack a bunch of dishes and let them be a problem for another day. In the ADU shown, they still have enough room between the kitchen and living room for a dining table. Then they've got a sectional tucked into the corner. Here's where you can see the effect the roofline has on the interior. It's raised in the living space, which is definitely going to make the space feel roomy. On the other side of this model, they've got the bedrooms between a bathroom that has a shower, vanity, and toilet. They've packed a lot into this space, but let's have a look at something bigger. Next, we're jumping up by 253 square feet to a model known as the H1000A. Pretty much everything gets bigger in the H1000A, and it has a second bathroom, which I feel like most people would welcome, especially during emergencies. Taco Tuesday does it for me. TMI. On the exterior, the biggest difference between the two models, aside from the size, is the dark trim. Out of the two, I'm leaning towards this look. If you don't like either, don't panic. They're customizable, and they've actually got an interactive design studio to assist the decision-making process. The 1000A has a front living room kitchen, and the added size does make a big difference to the look on the interior. This space looks incredible. The model shown was optioned up at Champion with the clear story windows in the living room and the island in the kitchen. Nice touches. I think people will be happy to see a bit more storage in the 1000A with a closet in the hall as well as space for the washer dryer near the kitchen entrance. It looks to me that there is space for side-by-side washer dryer, meaning there would likely be room to hang jackets above. The way the model shown is staged, it looks as though the island is in use as the dining table, which is an option to open up more space in the living room. Whatever suits your fancy. Both bedrooms are at the other end of the home, and the primary bedroom is complete with an ensuite, which, as previously mentioned, is always a nice bonus. If you have kids or you like to have your friends sleep over, it's a nice addition. The final model I want to check out today is the H1200B with dimensions of 26 foot 8 wide by 44 foot 10 long and a total footprint of 1,196 square feet. This layout is similar to the H1000A, but the extra 7 feet in length adds enough space for the coveted third bedroom. I should note that the extra length doesn't cover all the space required to add the third bedroom, and you do lose a couple feet out of the living room and kitchen. A decision between the two will depend on the lifestyle and budget of whoever's making the decision. The exterior of the home shown shakes things up with blue siding and white trim. I'm still leaning to the white with black trim for me, but to each their own. There's another pop of color on the inside of this home with painted cabinets in the kitchen. It looks like blue-gray, but color has never been my specialty. On the floor plan, the kitchen is shown on the exterior wall, but in reality on the home shown, it has been reconfigured, which opens up the space for a noteworthy upgrade. A sliding glass door out of the kitchen. This is a great example of Champion being able to make changes inside the home to suit the location. It makes sense to have a sliding glass door off the end of the home, and it would not have been possible with a wall of cabinets there, so the kitchen has to be reconfigured. The way the plan is set up, the main door is on the front into the living room. The living room is open to the kitchen, and all the bedrooms are located down the hall. Heading down the hall, the first door on the right is the bathroom. The main bedroom is at the very end of the hall, complete with an ensuite, and bedroom 2 and 3 are on the left. For all the storage gurus out there, notice the addition of the pantry beside the closet. Good spot for your crystallized honey bear that's unusable the one time per year you want it. All things considered, if I'm picking for me, right now, today, I'm going with the H1000A. Let me know your thoughts. Before I wrap this thing up, I am going to get into their pricing, but keep in mind prices can and usually do change, but will be accurate at the time of posting this video. The homes shown have a price range between $100,000 and $180,000 depending on size and options included as a base unit cost. Those figures don't take into account any costs related to permitting, installation, site prep, or any of that fun stuff. Villa is a frequent customer of the Champion family of brands, including Silvercrest, Skyline, and Redmond. Big thank you to Champion Homes for sponsoring this video. More in-depth info on ADUs manufactured by Champion can be found at the link below in the description. Villa is a California-based builder specializing in ADUs that are on a mission to be the fastest, most cost-efficient way to build homes. Right now, they're showing an 11-month turnaround from start to finish and say they are currently the largest ADU builder in California. I think the combination of price, services available, and look will make them an interesting option to watch, so I'll be following along with what they're up to and posting updates right here on my YouTube channel. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufactured home videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.